Okay, we're back.
All right, so Gal, oh gosh, Galthariad,
Galceriad. Yeah.
Galthariad. I got her name. She talks with Aunt Riddle, and then the ogre we've interacted with, and he was the level 12 champion. Was there anyone
No,
else that
no.
we?
The orc was the gladiator that was real high level.
Yep.
That's the champion. The ogre was defeated. Uh, Actually, Balazar had to defeat the ogre before he could fight the orc.
I don't think anyone else has come up and talked to us really.
Nope.
I was
Just the guy, the human at the meat party said hi. The
Irvin.
elf at the wisdom tent.
yeah.
Yeah, that was the Galceriad at the Riddle's place. Irvin at the meat pies, and then
Ogre at the...
Maggie the ogre at both the maze and at the arm wrestling place. And then Maggie was encouraging a goblin and talking to them directly at the maze, but y'all didn't interact with them.
Okay. I just wanted to. I've been so focused on the games. So I was like, I need to put something super on my notes just in case. Ruby, thank you.
Yep. So, it took a few minutes to cross several streets over to the other side of town where the rice paddies are. At the Wet Walks Paddywhack. Let's see here. So, upward from the river. So, the docks rise upward from the river to run alongside the wooden shacks built on stilts, casting crooked shadows over the wetlands below. Some areas of the wetlands have been cordoned off to create rice paddies, which are now ready for harvest. Blue and green banners wave over one end of the docks, where two elderly goblin farmers preside over the contents. You know how it goes, one hollers out in a reedy voice. First team to harvest the rice from their section wins.
I guess that's one way to get your rice cultivated.
So this particular event has no entry fee. And this is teams of two. One strong of back and one nimble of finger. One to cut and one to bundle.
I just look at you two like that. Seems like that's you two.
Looks like we're getting volunteered again by the pie champion.
And the wisdom. He's wise. He's wise. He solved the riddles. I mean, what we're gonna do?
All right.
What do you want to do? Do you want to be the baler or the cop? The cutter?
Probably the baler.
Good at tying knots.
You seem to be a bit more proficient with the whacking abouts there.
But you're closer to the bottom of the crops.
Beetle and Zag are the goblins running this particular event, and they announced that there have been so far two teams as you are approaching. So they're calling out that a pair of drow siblings that look like twins, and then an orc. What looks like mother and son team. So a young orc and then with a middle-aged orc female. And how about you? Are you entering the contest?
Yeah. me and my buddy Gringus here, we're gonna give it a go.
Each team is responsible for a 20-foot long, 5-foot wide strip of a paddy. On my signal, the teams will race to successfully harvest their strip. And so, do you have a cutter? The little goblin holds up basically a simple sickle.
Oh, I could probably use that one. I've just got this big sword here. Probably not the best.
So each cutter will try to clear a 5-foot section at a time. There are 4 of these for each team. And then after one has completely cleared a section, then the gatherer must then bundle.
Alright. Alright, hold on.
If you don't bundle fast enough, you get in the way of the cutter. If you don't cut fast enough, the bundler has nothing to do. Are you ready?
Quite.
You ready? Alright, yeah. Ready.
Alright, let me get these open here. Alright, do they have the... Okay. Alright, so let's do... Okay, we can do this in... kind of in the turn order, so we can kind of keep track of everything. Everyone obviously is going simultaneously. The Drow team fails to clear the bundle on their first and within the first minute. Okay, so the orcs. So the cutter fails to clear the space, so the bundler has nothing to do. The orc team here at the end of the first minute, they manage to clear their space. And bundle their rice, getting it out of the way of the next section's cutting. Okay, so orcs have 1, drows have none. I guess technically it's... Here, let me put this in. Oh, it doesn't matter. Balazar, let's see if you can get the cutting done. So I need an athletics check from you. Alright, easily clear your area. Gringus, I need a sleight of hand check. Let's see if this works. Excellent. And you clear your space efficiently. So the orcs and your team have cleared 1 of the 4 sections. The drow have cleared none. Alright, next round.
We got this, Gringus. We got this. When you find nimble handwork you had there.
The drow finish finally clearing their first section. and the bundler very efficiently bundles it up. So one section cleared for the drow. All right, Balazar, if you want to go ahead and do your athletics check. What's the DC on round 2 for the second patch? Yes, so you just barely clear it all in the first minute. And that's clear enough so it doesn't impose any penalties to you. So you may now do your sleight of hand. All right, you have 2 sections cleared. The orc fails to clear all of their sections, so they can't start bundling. So you have 2 completed, and each of the other teams only have 1. All right, moving on to the next round. The drow clears and bundles. So the drow team now has 2. Go ahead, Balazar. Very efficiently and easily clearing so quickly and easily that Gringus has extra time, so you can roll yours with your sleight of hand with advantage. Yep, and very easily are able to do so. I need to look at... Okay, I tried to make that 1d4 thing, but I don't think it is working. So I'll look at that later. Okay, so you guys have cleared 3 sections, and then now the orc team... clears just barely in their time. But it is enough to finish the bundling. So you guys have finished all 3, and then the other 2 have finished 2 of their sections. All right, it's the last. Let's see if this is the last round. If you do this one, you win. So why don't we start with you, since you make or break it.
Go.
Cleared. That's a total of 20. The 20 gives Gringus advantage. A much needed advantage, which is enough to clear. And the quick teamwork together of chopping and bundling lands you with another medal.
See, I told you guys, you're great at this.
I mean, he's good with his hands.
Yeah, that was some good blade swinging you had there.
Yeah, I'm actually, I think, proficient in sleight of hand. I might have actually did okay in that, but I would never have guessed this.
Hey, Mark, making the dream, Mark.
All right, so you have now completed multiple events and have been successful on most of them. The only one that you have managed to not clear is defeating the arm wrestling champion. There are still others that you might seek out. You could always take the plunge.
You know, since being Gringus here, just carry this competition. I think we should go throw Hazard into the water. I mean, he's already 2 for 2 for medals.
I had my raven sort of swoop by your head and fly away when you said that.
Well,
All right then.
He looks like the better swimmer too. Just saying.
Well, let's fucking go see what's about.
You can take the plunge or herd the horizons.
Plunge,
The
plunge,
horizon
plunge.
decks. To the plunge, then. So you make your way back through the city, back past the maze. By this point, we are starting to get into mid to late afternoon. Well, not quite the evening yet, not quite to sundown. There's still a little bit of time left in the day. Alright, so we make our way to the piers. In this particular event, you must compete against each other, the surging current of the Ifelon River, and the sharks that may or may not roam about here in the Gulf.
I just look at Balasar. I'm like, what the fuck are you getting me into?
Oh, you're a faster swimmer than sharks. I'm positive.
Several people are gathered on the piers, arguing amongst themselves and venting their ire at a spry goblin who responds to their anger with an amused expression. Suddenly, a brash voice cuts through the chatter, and a blue-skinned woman pushes her way through the crowd and stands protectively in front of the goblin, yelling, "She's not gonna say it again! If you're here with a team, only one member of your team can participate in the challenge. The rules are clear, and if you can't handle it, get off the pier."
Good thing we already volunteered Cosrin.
After just a couple of seconds, small groups of people begin to quietly murmur amongst themselves and disperse.
Oh, hand me your stuff, Cosrin. I don't want you way down by your bags and stuff, you know.
5 meat pies I had.
That'll just help you float better. Those are some greasy pies. Oil filled some water.
Red meat's full of iron, iron's heavy.
I think there's more grease in those pies than there was meat.
All right, then. I'm ready, I guess.
So you're going to be the one to
Cosrin.
enter?
Cosrin.
Yeah,
Cosrin.
it looks that way.
Alright, 1 second here. The little goblin who introduces himself as Omo, gathers everyone about. Alright, everyone, this is the race for the spear. You look out into the water. Far away out is a small piece of wood that is jutting up like a post or something that had been buried there a long time. And then sticking out of that post is a long jutted spear. On my mark, all of the contestants will plunge into the water and begin swimming. You will all race for the spear, and not just the first to grab it, but the first to bring it back to me. Now, that may be the person that grabs it. That may be taken from the person that grabs it. There's not really any rules to that. But the first to bring the spear to me is the winner.
Yeah, I
Any
give
questions?
I just give kind of a raw smile at that. So, all right. I see what we're doing here.
Cosrin. Cosrin.
Alright, we have ourselves this wonderful Genasi adventurer, Io. Thank you for your support in enforcing the rules. And joining Io to enter the competition is a male orc, a female human, and a small male goblin in very baggy clothes. And then, of course, Ren will be going for your team. On my mark, we will all roll initiative.
Can you roll that now?
Go ahead. Yep.
I'm gonna try to get
Ooh.
guidance on Ren before he jumps in the water.
Okay. Yep. I might have to keep track of that till we get the effect fixed, but
No
we'll
worries.
just worry with that as we need to. Yeah, because that guidance is gonna come into play a million times.
Oh yeah.
It's super powerful, so we'll figure that out. Okay. So we're gonna race for the spear. So, is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So when we go, you're expected to take the dash action every round. And then okay, never mind. Yes. The spear is about 75 feet out from the pier. And then you'll be going through water. So as you do not, it says no one has a swim speed. So we will all be moving half movement. And then therefore with the action to dash, you'll be able to move your normal distance each round. So the current itself is choppy. So you can see some waves and such like, but then there's also a good bit of flow to the water near the piers. So be prepared for that. Whenever you're ready, I need an athletics check to get started.
Okay.
Hot damn. So you dive into the water and surge up against the current, easily cutting through the waves as you make your way forward. Get these. The human dives in right after and very efficiently moves up nearly as far as you do. Io, that blue Genasi, shoots off in through the water. And when she dives, you can see her blue hue shimmer as she is a water Genasi. And she actually surges far past you and as she rushes towards the spear. Surprisingly, the male goblin jumps into the water, gets loaded down very heavily by all these baggy clothes, but still somehow manages to, in some extreme doggy paddle, make it almost as far as as you'd made it. Not quite, but pretty close. And so does the orc. Actually, every single person rolled very well, which is unusual.
Father, from harder.
Alright, Rin gets the first go of this particular round.
Athletics check again.
Athletics check again. You have a bit to catch up to that Genasi. The current is pushing you to and fro, and one of the waves kind of comes up from underneath, kind of almost like picking you up and tossing you back a little bit as you go forward. You need to you move 15 feet, move 30 feet, then you get pushed back 15 feet, and you take 1 level of exhaustion as the current tosses you about in an extreme manner. So the first level of exhaustion is disadvantage on ability checks.
Has that been applied to me? Or do I just need to?
Let me see if I should have that.
In that little that you said you uploaded something that had all these conditions and stuff in there, exhaustion's in that list.
Yeah, as I say, it should be here. Ooh. Alright, so we have this. Ah, the Genasi also fails and gets knocked back. Almost made it to the spear. I mean, almost. Ran right up to it and got knocked back just, it's literally out of arm's reach. Just barely. But the Genasi is right there. But the failure means that she isn't able to grab it. But she also exhausted. This current's brutal. Oh no, the orc just fails. He gets knocked back and is exhausted also. This round is not going well for the participants. Lost track of everything. Oh, just barely made it. The human is making pretty good progress. They made it to the full 60 feet. You're at 45. The human's at 60, and then the Genasi is like right there. The goblin has competitive spirit, but rolled the right number, but with a negative modifier, they are too exhausted and don't make it. Alright, let's see who goes first on the next round. Can you go first and beat the Genasi to the spear? No! The Genasi has to move forward a few feet, use their action to grab the spear, and then begins moving back towards you by another, let's see, how was it, 10? 20 feet. So they move right next to you and almost just past you on the way back towards, no wait, you're Sorry, you're not at 60 feet. You're at 45 feet. So they move close to you, but they are still about 15 feet from you. So you could get to them in your movement on your go. Human. How do they do? Ooh, a natural 3. They make a break towards the Genasi, but they had already moved kind of towards the point where the spear's at, and so they had to double back and come back towards them, and they get booped away by the waves as they're knocked 15 feet off course, and then as they try to make their way back, they only get within 10 feet of the Genasi who has the spear and is ready to come back. Same thing for the orc. They have that exhaustion level, and then so when they try to surge towards the Genasi, that last little bit, their exhaustion kind of overtakes them, and then they actually move up to level 2. Now their speed is reduced. They're going to be in trouble soon if they can't make their way to a safer point. Rin?
So athletics starting off?
So you get, the athletics is more of your, if you move so far. So you can kind of take it slow and not have to do that. So like if you just use your movement. And so you could use your movement to get within, melee, if you will, of the person with the spear.
My best guess, how heavy is a spear?
Not very. A couple of pounds, I would imagine. Let's see. Gringus, you have one, don't you? A spear? I don't know how heavy that is.
Um,
3 pounds. 3 pounds.
and how far away is the spear holder from me?
15 feet.
Man, I got one thing I really want to try because it's new and it's neat, and I'm afraid I actually kill people. And it's like that probably wouldn't be a good look. Because I don't know if these are actually adventurers or just yeah.
The person with the spear is definitely a seasoned adventurer.
I guess I'll see if I can't just without having to use a dash, just see if I can't maneuver my way to this person with the spear.
Yeah, you can make it to them in melee. You can get to within melee range with no checks needed.
Okay, so I guess as my action, I'll just try to. Oh, this probably won't go well. Pull the spear away.
Okay. Absolutely can do that.
So let's hang on.
Or can try to do that anyway, right?
Yeah. Ability check or.
Yeah, use use a strength check or athletics. if you're proficient in athletics. Yeah, you may use athletics.
She's gonna do strength. Ooh.
Okay, the Genasi is exhausted too, so. So they beat you, but not by enough to wrench it, like, from you. So, like, you're effectively grappled with the spear. So it's like you both are holding the spear at the moment. So one will have to actually pull it from the other. So whoever goes next might have to pull it from them in order to make something happen.
Oh, do I need to end my turn?
Well, you don't have to, but I can do it. But that movement, that's action. Any bonus action?
Yeah, I'm looking through. I don't. No bonus action really right now.
The fully sodden goblin is struggling very much like the orc is, and they have started just slowly treading water instead of trying to struggle to go for the spear. So they're unmoving. They're just barely, like, slowly moving, like, back towards the shore, the closest safe point. Make a perception check now that we're at the end of this round.
With all that water, I can't see anything.
Alright, give me a second here.
Okay. Shit, real maps. Shit's about to get real.
As you and the water genasi are struggling over the spear, thrashing around, trying to wrestle it from one another, you get the glimpse of something out of the corner of your eye.
Oh, it's gonna be a shark.
No.
a fin appears out of the water as one of the reef sharks. Small, quick, but a shark nonetheless. Blitzes its way across the top of the water and attacks the human adventurer. Popping out of the water, mouth wide open, the human just barely is able to kind of move his head and shoulder just as the way as the shark splashes right into the water right next to him, missing him. Another fin surfaces from the water and begins rushing towards the poor orc who is slowly making his way. This one, as it leaps out of the water, mouth wide open, it lands, biting right into a piece of the arm of the orc as it's trying to swim away. The orc is wounded, but alive.
No, not the orc. Cosrin, hurry.
It is your turn.
Okay. Is it an action to try to take that thing again, since we're both grappled on it?
Shoot, let me see. Sorry, I lost where I did that.
Yeah, no worries.
Yes, it is. It is a strength. It is a strength check. So this one is not. Since you already have the grapple, it's not a pose. You just have to beat their a certain DC. So.
All right. Well, I guess I gotta get the thing first. So let's do some strength. Nice, you know. We're both at disadvantage, so.
Mm-hmm. So that's the action. You can... Let's say you can let go and move, but you can't. But the genasi is firmly held onto it.
Ooh, man.
Movement bonus.
I'm just gonna. I don't know. I'm just gonna hold on to this thing. I'm gonna stay with the spear, so I'm just gonna have to break it free to. I mean, are we still both grappled on it?
Yes, you're both still grappled on it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna say you're grappled on it.
Okay.
I know what I should have done. I'm gonna next time. Okay, yeah, that's what I do. I'm gonna fucking win this thing. God damn it. 100 gold.
Hell yeah. The genasi seems to be of the similar mood as she grits her teeth, looks at the sharks, and like kind of huffs and kind of flips her hair.
Sure.
Alexa, stop. And as she grits her teeth, she holds onto the spear and tries to yank it from you. What's your strength modifier?
-1.
Oh, -1. Oh, well, that would the DC then is a little lower, so her poor roll barely twists and struggles and fights, but wrenches us out of your arms, but the struggle to do so was so close that she has no movement left. So she has the spear in her possession, and is only able to move 5 feet. Which technically is out of your threatened range.
Oh gosh, how are we gonna do that? No, I'm not gonna take opportunity attack. I'm still just more focused on not drowning. Think of doing that for now. I haven't been attacked yet. Which way are we going, left or right here?
We're going northeast. Yeah, we're going to the northeast corner.
Okay. I still got some tricks up my sleeve.
Yeah, you're basically trying to make it to that that northeast square. That's your end. That's your end point.
Okay.
The goblin, like, sees the sharks, is basically drowning. They actually made it to exhaustion too. I didn't put it on them, I don't guess, but
This one's pretty cruel here.
they move like 5 feet closer to the reef. They're just,
Man, Gringus, I'm glad we volunteered Osmond for this.
Yeah,
okay.
that's always fun. The orc, disadvantage on ability checks is like, I can't, and his halved speed, it's fight or flight, and this orc is all in on fight. So it is going to take its multi-attack, double short sword attack against the shark. What does this do? Okay, yeah. Oof. He rolled a 3. And then a second attack. Hits the shark. Nice. Oh wow, he thwacks the shark pretty good. The human pulls out his one-handed mace and tries to thwop this one on the nose. Natural 1. Their second attack. Natural 6. Well, that is not going well for them. And that is the end of the round. So let's see how the next one goes. Ooh, shark's up first. The one next to the orc. Rolls a 3. Natural 5. Oh, and we got a hit. Okay, so one of them. Oh, wow, solid thwack on the nose. And you can see the shark did not like that, and it kind of starts to back away a little bit, but still stays within it. Kind of stays within range here. Okay. Next shark goes. It barely grazes the human with some of its teeth. It isn't even able to really bite into it. The human seems very resilient, actually. And despite, the clunkiness of waving the big mace around in water, they are actually able to. They do look like they know what they're doing. Okay, another grazing hit on the shark. You can see the shark is bleeding and seems less confident and a little unsure of itself, but still in it. The goblin moves its 5 feet.
Okay.
Alright, Ren.
I don't have a it didn't give me a thing to cast for this, but it sort of just happens, but there's an effect involved.
Yeah, tell me, what are we doing?
I point to the Genasi Adventurer and adjust density, and
Ooh.
her weight doubles. This will decrease her speed by 10 feet. And
Okay.
it does give her advantage on strengths. Oh well, shit, that was not. Anyway, I'm just gonna do it. It will give her advantage on strength saves though.
Okay.
I'm thinking about that.
Strength saves, right?
Let me read
Or is it strength checks? Because that really does make a difference.
Okay, when it's doubled, the creature's speed is reduced by 10 feet and has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Oh, checks and saving throws. Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Fuck it, I do it anyway. I just gotta slow her down. And that's concentration on me, so that's my action, and then I'm gonna just use whatever. I'm not sure how much movement I get. I'm just gonna try to get ahead of her a little bit because I know she's just gonna have to. I just kind of get in front of her and obstruct a little bit.
Is this magnify gravity? Is that what you're...
No, adjust density. It's just a graviturgy feature.
Oh, it's one of your features.
Yeah, so there's no actual spell cast on it. It's just a thing I could do.
You can just do it one thing within 30 feet of you. The object or creature must be larger or smaller. But that's it. Halved or doubled for 1 minute, or until concentration ends.
Yeah, magnify gravity I was thinking about doing, but 2d8 I'm afraid I'll kill people, and we're not there yet.
Nice. Okay, cool, yeah. So she is extra heavy.
So, yeah, and for my movement, what can I do, like 3 blocks?
Yep, 3 blocks. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of try to go there. I guess you have to approve the movement. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna make it harder to get it from her. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
You can see that she's like... thick girl now. With thunder thighs. Duh. What did you do to me?
I mean, you must have been the meat pies. How many did you eat?
Ugh. This spear is mine at the least. I will be victorious.
Now, can I make, and just let me know, can I make an opportunity attack against her weapon? Against the spear, but not her?
Yeah, I'll
I'm
allow it. You know, try to slap the spear out of her hand or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping will happen. Uh, this is gonna be lousy. You want me to have a dagger
Her
somewhere?
movement's reduced by 10, so even with her she has a swim speed. But despite that, still can't get very far out of range. Okay, yes. Just make an attack roll into
Into the window.
to the window.
Oh my god! All that sparring with Balasar.
Okay, I need to do two things. Then I'm
Good
excited.
job, Cosmo.
I'm excited to see this kind of like a disarming attack kind of thing here. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so first, let me roll a d100. Ooh, she rolled low on the d100. So now she has to make a dex check. Let's see here. Grab this. And it's a check, so it's a disadvantage. Ooh, but she rolls well. But, I will rule that, so she would have normally moved 20 feet. You basically, like, clack it, you know, whatever, and then, like, so it, like, loses grip, and she has to scramble to hold on to it. And that eats up her, that eats up the rest of her movement. So she's got to use that movement. Since she rolled low, it consumes her action, and since she dropped it, she has to use the rest of her movement to grapple it. So she gets nowhere. She's literally beside you as you, I guess technically, like, she starts to leave this, like, right here or whatever. Yeah, okay. Interesting. The human goes first. Man, these guys have not rolled dick on their attacks. Oh, there's one. You can see that the shark is actually taken or sustained heavy wounds at this stage. And you go now. You go before her this time.
Oh man. Yeah, I need an extra action because even though I get it away from her, I need another action to do my other thing. Hmm. Hold on. Did it go? Okay, fuck it. I'll just. Oh god. Yeah, I'll just do the strength thing again to try to pull it out of her hands to see what
Okay.
happens.
Yep. This is more on you against her DC. It's not contested. So, come on, numbers.
Ooh.
No. So you can move, kind of get in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do what I did last time and just try to kind of block her way.
Force her to have to swim around you. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a disadvantage really tough.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's mine.
Oh, I have to turn off System Shock. He took 9 points of damage. Oof. That orc's in rough condition.
Yeah, did we have to sign a waiver before coming into here? It's gonna be.
There was no rules. They even said kind of
Yeah, no, I
implied that there really wasn't any rules. Yeah, you can see that the Genasi doesn't even care at all that the sharks are attacking these other people. She's going to win. So she kind of gives you the stare down. Alright, so she starts swimming this way until a point she gets basically right on the outside edge of your range. It would provoke.
Yeah, I might as well. I just do what I did before.
Alright.
I keep losing my dagger. Okay.
She gets a little bit further, and then she starts to move again for her action, since she didn't have to do anything.
Man, yeah.
Ooh, natural 2.
Fuck.
She makes it another 20 feet forward, and then a wave pushes her. "15 feet back, and she is now level 2 exhausted."
Oh, fuck me. Okay. Okay.
This shark has been hit on the nose a few times and doesn't want dick all to do with this anymore. He was after easy prey, but now he's actually critically wounded and is trying to hightail it out of here. As he's trying to do so, the human is not going to let him go for free. Or maybe he is. And he's gone. The orc looks to be in critical condition, on the verge of death, but is going to continue his fight or flight. Natural 1. Ooh, and max damage on the second one, putting the shark into heavy wounds. Despite his bleeding and only being at 1 health, the orc put the shark into its fight or flight response, which is to posture to leave. And the goblin. And goblin.
I think I'm gonna win it. He's gonna do some right thing.
And the shark leaves. It's your go. You go before her.
I can't do the one thing I thought I was going to do because I was reading the spell. Okay. Oh no, unless I'm going to get... Oh, she's at full. Yeah, I just... A little bit of movement to go there. And then just... Yeah, I saw if guys try to grab it from her, so I'll get lucky someday.
Okay.
That's,
Oh!
Pretty
A
impressive.
12. That is a success. That's exactly the DC you needed. So now you have a couple of feet of movement left.
Yeah, I'm just gonna not get out of, but just get on the other side of her. That's probably about all I could do anyway.
Okay. Yep.
Trying to keep my back to her and the staff in my front.
The current pulls the human back several feet, and he is now level 2 exhausted. So she's at half speed and then -10. She has 5 feet of movement.
Oh my god, okay.
That's it. Well, let's see. She was here. She's gonna try to take it. She's gonna fight you for it. Does she make it? Ooh, your strength -1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's got a 16. So she's gonna hold on to it. No, not a 16. She's got an 11. So she's gonna hold on to it, but she can't take it from you.
Damn, stop my other thing. Okay.
Okay, the shark is fucked off. Wait a second. Another shark is fucked off. Goblin and orc are fucked off. So it's you, technically the human, and her are the only ones still actively trying to do things. Oh, she goes first. She's going to try to wrench it from you now that she's held on to it. Ooh, natural 2! She's stuck there. She can't do anything.
She's still, is her hand
chance.
still on it?
Hands are on it.
Yeah, damn it. Okay.
Hands are on it, but she can't do anything else.
I'll just strength check, I guess, to try to pull it back away so I can get some movement.
Come on.
Ooh! Oh. Fuck.
Are y'all kind of stuck?
Yeah, I mean, I did 6, so it probably wasn't enough to do anything, right? So
No, yeah, stuck together.
can't
Yep.
swim away with her holding me.
All we had to do is pass. If we get a little bit of distance, she'll never catch you.
Yeah, no. I got one really cool thing I have to do, but I have to be holding a spear just outright. I can't. 2 people can't be doing it. Yeah, so I guess, yeah, that's all I can do.
He's double exhausted. Oh, never mind. Yeah, he's on exhaustion 2. He's out of it now. Even at exhaustion 2, she's still gonna try. Round 16. She goes first. And 11 doesn't pull it from you. Oh boy. Now's your chance.
Yeah, she's doing the same, trying to get it out of her. Ooh,
Look at that! And you just snap that right out of her hands.
and as I'm pulling it, I just start to swim. I go, 15 feet?
15.
Yeah, that's mine.
And then you're going, now that there's no way at all possible she can catch you while you're still concentrating and nothing's happening, so you're going to make it back first.
Yeah.
In the most harrowing of all festival events, you are successful, winning the coveted medal here.
Once I get out, I go ahead and stop concentrating so she can get back to swimming.
Once you get out, yeah.
Yeah. And then I go to fucking my friends, like, you fuckers owe me a beer.
Medal of the Conch.
Oh, nice. Cool, man.
And with that event coming to a close, we are slowly approaching sundown and the end of the day's festivals and the rally to see who amongst all the teams have earned the most medals. And with that, we will end for today, I think. We will begin at the actual finale festival of the festival that happens at sundown, and then the final trial for the 2 teams that score the most.
That was exciting.
Which your team most definitely did.
Yeah, that was fun.
I mean, the really only trial
I was
was the plunge.
oh god. This is where I think I've grown, because like 6, 7, 8 years ago we first started playing, and Drad throwing out that on me, I would have been so emo, and I was just kind of laughing at it all this time. I mean, it could have been bad. Bad things could have happened, but
Yeah, y'all could have turned and fought the shark. She wasn't going to. Right? So
another character might have tried to help out other people, but not this guy, not these randos.
I didn't ask, but from our vantage point, could I started like chunking spears at the other people?
Rocks, come on.
No, I have a spear of returning.
So there's a couple of things I was going to try to do, but I need an extra action. Like, if I got it, make a mage hand it to the mage hand, have the mage hand go 10 feet up in the air, then it's like, you guys are just fucked.
Neener. Yeah. Yeah,
And
that would have worked actually. Yeah.
wrist pocket allows me. Only I can be holding it, not two people. I thought I was going to be able to just
Your wrist rocket? Ooh.
wrist pocket. I can just flick my wrist, and whatever is in my hand goes to that pocket dimension.
Ooh.
That's that concentration too. But and then I was like, well, what happens if I just fucking levitate over this water while you fucking suckers swim?
Ooh,
But I
yeah,
was listening.
that would have worked too.
Well, I was listening real carefully when you were given the rules, and you're like, you got to jump into the water and swim. I was like, well, okay.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
But I thought I could handle a shark by levitating it out of the water if I had to. Which is another concentration. I have to be careful of these concentrations.
Yeah, concentration. Yeah.
But yeah, I was really thinking of a lot of things I could do. I was opening all my fucking spells. I didn't think I was going to be diving into so many of them this time. Yeah, that was cool. That was fun, man. That's great.
Yeah, cool little games. We picked Card just won the eating contest. I didn't see him rolling the con saves. Congrats.